Hey, this is Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I put anything out, and it's just because I'm not really sure what to put out, to be honest with you. It's a little confusing what's going on, but I'll just tell you what I do know. I'm not saying I have solutions here. This is just what is happening, all right? I was down in Lansing last week. There was a House Ag Committee, and I was asked to come down there and testify about it, and it was a bill that was being put forth to define terms like domestic animal and feral animal. And of course, pork producers were there, Sam Hines, and fought it tooth and nail and said, of course, that, pigs are running wild across the state and we've got to stop this, and all this hand-wringing, nothing new, all the same stuff. And they're not going to quit. They're not going to quit, even though that they've been told that their declaratory ruling is unconstitutional. But what did come out of this, and this is what I want to report, is there was a letter that Sam Hines read to the group of representatives. And here it is. There's the logo right there. Ag Leaders of Michigan. So I've titled this, The Curtain is Pulled Back. And the reason is we've wondered about this, why the DNR would go to such great lengths to do this declaratory ruling and all this other stuff. What prompted them to do it? And here we have it. That's who's behind it. It's the Ag Leaders of Michigan, because they all signed on and said that the bill is an attempt to undermine Michigan Department of Natural Resources invasive species order, outlawing non-native swine. All right. Now, first of all, it was found to be unconstitutional. So these guys are saying, it doesn't matter, we don't care about the Constitution. We only care about our interests. And their interests are, the same old, same old. This is Corn Growers Association, Soybean Association, Allied Poultry, Greenstone Farm Credit, Michigan Milk Producers, Potato Growers of Michigan, Michigan Agribusiness Association, Michigan Pork Producers. So they didn't show up, they just sent this letter. And what this does is it sends a really clear message to the representatives that all these guys want the invasive species order to go, even though it's unconstitutional. All these guys want it to go, and they're trying to influence the representatives because the representatives get donations to be reelected and all that stuff. So we'll see where it goes. I don't know the level of integrity in Lansing. It's hard to judge, for someone like me. I think we were the only people there that weren't paid to be there. I counted there was 60 people in the room. Then Monday this came out. I don't know if you can read it there, but I'll tell you, it's called an amicus brief. And no, it is not Mexican underwear. What it is, it's a motion that was filed on behalf of Michigan Pork Producers Association, Michigan Agribusiness Association, Wildlife Conservancy, Audubon Society, Michigan Conservation Clubs, Michigan Corn Growers, Michigan Poultry, Michigan Soybean, Michigan Greenstone, Michigan Milk Producers, Potato Growers, Michigan Farm Bureau, Poultry, the same group. And what it is they all get a chance to say why they think the invasive species order should stand. Because, the Attorney General of the state of Michigan is appealing Judge Solka's decision that the declaratory ruling is unconstitutional and therefore null and void. And so Mr. Bill Schuette, our great savior of the Constitution, is saying that he's going to appeal that. But evidently he made sure that his buddies here that he kind of works for, sign their name to it. So you all could see who is pulling the strings. And it's Ag Leaders of Michigan right there. So I was a little bit perplexed because we had gone round and round with the DNR for 2.5 years. We were within 10 days of trial, and then they dropped the case. All right? And we went to Judge Fagerman and said, we think that we're due some damages here because they did a tremendous amount of damage to our operation, our family, our lives, and Judge Fagaman said he didn't think so. He didn't think we should get any damages. So this kind of answers the question why. It really does. All this big ag money carries a lot of influence, I think. It even has me a little bit, scratching my head, like, what's really going on here. And I tell you what, I don't know what to do with it, but I guess we will find out. But for right now, we're trying to rebuild our business, and we're set way back. And so I don't know how this is going to turn out. You would think that when you go on the field of battle with your adversary, it's with the understanding that the winner will take the spoils. And in this case, we did win. It was found unconstitutional. We are a representative republic governed by a constitution, but the judge said, sorry, you don't get anything. You don't get any damages. I find that a little bit disturbing. But things change quite often, and we are just going to keep our heads down and go back to work and rebuild our business the best that we possibly can and be the best American citizens that we can. Because it seems like what goes around comes around. And I think there's a lot of things yet to be revealed, but I felt it was my duty to give you a report at this point. It's not great news, but the good news is that we keep our chins up and we put our heads down and get back to work. And that's what we all need to do. So it's Mark from Baker's Green Acres. Remember, anyone can farm. Real important statement right now. Anyone can farm. Michigan is under attack right now by these same people, ag leaders, that they want it so only they can farm. And they want the government to make it that way. And so there's a lot of controversy going on in the state of Michigan. And mark my words, this is going to come to your state too. We have to do anything we can to put our foot down. This is not, when we talk about Michigan milk producers, for instance, it's not the guy that has the dairy. This is a group of businessmen that pimp guys that have the dairy. And they do price fixing and all kinds of other things. And they give the guys nice little jackets and all that stuff. But these guys are not farmers. They're more like lobbyists than anything. So they're the ones that drive the prices where they are and set the competition levels where they are. So that's why your food, the quality is so low right now. Why are they going at this so fervently? It's because the American people are saying, no, I want better food than that. This stuff makes me sick, so I'm going to go to a local farmer and I'm going to get what I can. And it's cutting into their action. So that's what this is all about. So keep up the farming, keep supporting your local farmer. Thanks, Mark from Baker's Green Acres, signing out.